Good morning. My name's Kim. Welcome to my channel 5 Mirror Tarot. Yeah, I dropped the cards. They told me to jump in, so we're going to get into it, all of it. And I thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you're doing well. And this will be a channeled message for you, for your highest good. And we're going to release karma for the highest good of the entire collective consciousness, and that includes the bane of your existence, your tacky, stinky people in all walks of life, gearing up just in time for Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Oh boy. So I trust this message found you at the perfect time. Oh, I really appreciate you. I welcome you. If you've never been here before, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And I thank you so very much for being in this moment with me. You come in here, we're expanding on it. It's getting pretty magical around here. Now, as always, collective, I love you so, so much. And I am so very proud of you. Now, as it is in YouTube, as it is over in Tarot land, you take what resonates and you leave the rest. My channel, because I deal with bullying, stops here on my channel because I give you the heads up on how to deal with your tacky, toxic people. If they are a narcissist or not. And well, these cards are great. These are used, but you get, and it's pissing them off to no end, but we'll get to that in a minute. Well, your toxic need to try and keep up. Are you shitting me? That is their new victim mentality, pretending to be stupid. Well, and they won't take accountability. Of course, not for their poor choices after poor choice. Again and again. They want you to keep looking the other way or cut them some slack or ignore this latest little bit that they cocked up with you. I mean it. Now then, wait, we're going to get to you over here. You're doing fine. This is ticking them off to no ends. Well done. Well done, collective. Okay, now. This is why if it's just you in your own skin now. It's just a little divine masculine in your own skin. And that right there, that's you. Going inward, and you've discovered a new way that you are communicating with yourself. And you are becoming your soul, like in your human form. You're becoming, energy-wise, you're becoming your soul now. That's your divine masculine, yeah. Which is now making and taking action to make an offer of love, self-love, practice, kicking the law of attraction. See that one pentagram? That's you. Learning how to be, you've been really kind to yourself, taking action, being really kind, treating yourself right. You treat yourself right. And now, see, your inner divine masculine wants to get it on with your inner divine feminine in your own skin. Again, this is your wisdom. This is your receptive part. This is the part that takes action, is the masculine. So you balance, taking action to balance. Oh yes, the most basic form of creation is getting it on in your own skin. Oh no. Oh, I dropped money. I like that. And what that leads to, we have an 8 and a 9 and a 10. Well, an 11 if you want to be technical about it. I'll add all that up. Woo, look at all that added, all that add up for you. Leading to you popping open that portal by the time. It's an awful lot of abundance. Have you ever seen abundance? All this prosperity for posterity. And looky here. You're going popping through that. Popping fresh dough. Portal. Really come treating yourself right. Starting at square zero. Really having a commitment with yourself. You've learned to communicate with yourself. And see how this one The inner wisdom of the inner divine feminine. She'd be looking up. She'd looking up to the sky, looking up to the divine. Have you noticed that he's down here on this? You notice that he's not looking up at the divine. He's looking at her her tit mice. But she's wearing a maillot and he's wearing a Speedo because we're on YouTube. Never thought, if you told me at 16 when I started reading the tarot, and now I'm like really old as hell, that I would have to put Speedos on my tarot cards because be on something called YouTube. Who knew? Oh, who knew? Oh, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, collective. Now then, we tapped into the Froud. I do this. I've used both of the Froud oracles between 3 and 4 in the Blessed Morning. And this one was Sylvanus. His message for you was, I know, cutting through deception, clarity of truth. Sylvanus is Romanasconia, in the fashion of the gypsy. Romanasconia. Sylvanus is creating cracks in your ideas about yourself so that the light of truth is allowed to shine. And you found a truth inside of yourself. I'm telling you, learned how to communicate with yourself on a deeper level. And you're liking it. Being so good to yourself. Not that you didn't do it before. So there's room to do more, but you know the right thing that you need to do because you are so magical. It's a limitless soul spirit that blasts away at the mask of untruth. Replaced by the mask of truth. Do not hold yourself back anymore. It's this little fairy. Come play with me between 3 and 4 in the Blessed Morning to give you that message. Isn't that sweet? That's because I love you. It's because I do. Now then, this is the part where I drop the cards. They're out of order, but this is the yeah, just before you're going to turn the camera on, just, oh, what a sped move, Kim. So this part's the open read, many subjects, because many subjects means sometimes I don't plan it, but something will land on my brain, and I make off-color jokes, usually about, oh, I know, he gave himself tiny fist of fury, that orange polished turd. The European football's not like our football is in America. It's soccer, right? They know how to play in him, playing that man. He could not wait to put that little fake ribbon. He wanted that Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, come now. So they decided they were going to get in mine for gold up his putrid behiney, and he could not wait. He was an embarrassment. He's an embarrassment. Falling asleep all the time. It's like, and we would have taken the car keys and the remote control away from him a long time ago if he was just a normal person. His family would have intervened by now. That's what I mean. This is an open read. I don't know when it's going to happen, but out they pop. And filk songs too. I know. The best one though is about Lauren Gilbert. But that was on Auntie Grayrock. That was on my first channel. I used to make up songs and sing when I got into trouble. I confounded and confused the algorithm. So when I say it's a sidebar, it's just me gonna speculate or do my opinion, or I'm gonna tell an off-color joke, but use that special magic language that we use just on YouTube. Creators have a magical language on YouTube. So this is an open read, many subjects for that reason, because there's so many messages. There's an awful lot of stuff here, And here we go. I'm getting ready to do your blessings of abundance. Have you ever seen abundance? Well, remember, I love you. I haven't been here very long. And mine's on a shoestring. Because it is. Now then, this is life out here in the Southwest. Coming to you from the land of enchantment in a place called Kirky, New Mexico, on 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot right now, this morning. Hang on to your hat. You're venturing into Don't Give a Flying Feck television. Because we are. Because, we are the sassiest soul family out here on YouTube. So if you really like the energy on my channel, you really should help me grow this channel. Help me get these outrageous messages out deep, deep, deep into the universe. Let me baffle the algorithms with my bullshit so that we can get these messages about how to tame yourself to get through adversity with your squirrely people. If they are diagnosed with anything at all or not, they're toxic as feck is all I know. So, if you're joining me today, there is a reason that you are here for seeing this message this morning. And just so you know, you and I have been on this journey. I've only been here since, what was I? Let's guess, June 23rd. Well, actually, you have been in alignment with me from the beginning. Even if you just found my channel, welcome. And like I said before, share my videos. If you know someone that they don't know what's going on, or their child's being bullied, or they're being bullied at work or at school, it's their lab partner or professor, it's giving them a really hard time, they need support, share my videos. If it's really hard for you to go in cold, especially someone you love as touch and go because they don't know who to trust, I'll tell you what. Use my videos to break the ice. Oh, you've got it. Don't care. Just listen. Just pick any 5 minutes in there. Just pick. Just hopscotch through all the stuff that she does. We love our auntie. She's a crazy cray girl. But we love her. And she takes care of us. And when your brain is scrambled because she says you're too close to the situation, she says you have a place to belong here. And help her out. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe and keep showing up. She'll show up for you every day. And she says you're showing her a kindness when you show up for her. It's a safe place for you to be here. So, tarot is a self-help tool. It is used on my channel so that the viewer, that's you. Yeah, you there. Whoever's watching this, you. I'm talking to you. So you can enhance your self-awareness. You can build your emotional resilience because we have fun doing that. And the tarot can help you set boundaries with your squirrely people, the toxic bully. Give you the information in the PSAs too and your person so that they know what they're dealing with. On my channel, we fight fear with knowledge. You have the power here. You're safe. You have a place to belong. To embody your authenticity because I encourage it. And so you can support yourself through any kind of adversity, especially toxicity on all levels, because you come here and every day you grow. You have the power to project grace and calm because we show each other a kindness here. Because we teach each other how to set boundaries and we reflect and we communicate as a soul family. Dealing with toxicity because it's out there, isn't it? While actually solving problems. No reason to feel helpless anymore. And now is the best opportunity to harness Saturn retrograde. Because it's bringing you from the known into the unknown. Everyone in the whole planet right now is in their north node. And those that are resisting it Those are the ones we're watching get karma. Now, this is some new phase in your ongoing growing ascension in your processes, so you do you. And I feel your soul wanted to live with no pressure. And this Tarot Fairy Oracle reading is for fun. It's not for fortune telling or predictions about what the narcissist or your bully's next move is going to be. No. All I do is I tap into some really dark energies to give you the heads up and let you use your discernment as to what I share with you in these readings. Using your intuition to make decisions, the best decisions for you. It's for entertainment purposes, to document these tarot enhanced channeled messages we do every morning. These videos are to document that with accuracy and sensitivity and respect. And these are all timeless readings, no matter when you or someone you're trying to help. You can ask them, did you get a chance to look at that video? They're going to tell you yes or no. Well, look, you now have a very neutral, fine way. Let my video that you're sharing take on the karma and break the ice. Let a video break the ice. Do you think that I'm in a DV, or do you think that I'm with a narcissist? I'm not sure. That's why I shared the video, because she has a way of taking these really scary things to look at that are uncomfortable, and she makes it palatable, and all she wants to do is, she said, if she can help one person. And I thought maybe she could help you, so I shared the video. Because it's really hard for you, especially if you love a person that you were able to talk to, or you have a history before from the past now, before they didn't know they were with, they didn't know they were in a toxic relationship until, and they don't know who to trust. So you share my videos for that reason, to get your foot in the door. To go in cold, ooh, that's a hard call. With my video, you've got a better, higher probability that they're not going to clam up on you or resist it. Yeah, I looked at the video. Or you'll know if they looked at the video and they go, no, and they start being weird and start spilling it out. Let them. I'm going to teach you that if you're going to help someone, you better, it's hard, you just got to listen. You just got to listen. They just want, at home they get interrupted. They don't get to have their own opinion. Their needs aren't being met, and one of those needs is to have the person that they're in a conversation with not interrupt them, take them down a rabbit hole or a circular conversation, or pick a fight with them, or blame twist them, or... So on my channel, I teach you that if you're someone you're trying to help with bullying on any level, you have to listen, and they're going to tell you things that are shocking, and you can't react emotionally. You have to respond to them with patience and grace, and be grounded and balanced and centered in you, if you know what they're sharing with you, so that they, on the outside of you, they will start to become balanced and grounded and centered and connected to you, because you are safe. This is a safe place for you to come here and grow. And I feel this love connection for our soul families growing. And I feel it's going to be strong. And transformation is your confirmation during this morning's reading. This reading is your confirmation. Now, permission is not granted to link or to repost this video. This video is for educational and spiritual entertainment value and purposes only, because it's just better that way. This video doesn't refer to any specific person, real or imagined, alive or unalive, past, present, or future, and should not refer to any specific person. but I do refer to fictional characters, and I don't need to be a licensed professional to do that. As having NPD or narcissistic traits, especially to support an allegation that the maker of this video believe or support a claim that a person is literally a narcissist or a bully or a butt nut. I'm not a doctor, but we have fun here. This video is created for informational and educational purposes only, under the principles of fair use. The goal of this channel is to discuss and analyze and document, because I have fun with the public service announcements about bullying, using the tarot and the fairy oracles, the living word meditation, and the Holy Bible divination, all rolled into one granddaddy of them all, channeled message. Viewer discretion is advised, as the fairy tales that I discuss are the real ones, and they are not for children. My channel is not for children. You gotta be like 18 and older now, as the topics I discuss are the real Grimm's fairy tales, the ones that most people don't know about because they're grueling. And it's for maybe some people it may be sensitive or disturbing, especially regular children. Get them out of the room because they like fairy tales and they're not going to understand why can't I hear this fairy tale? Because I'm the mommy and I said so. Go, 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 go. Because it could be disturbing as hell for some of the viewers. And I'm warning you, all individuals mentioned, some of them are grim. All individuals mentioned in this video are treated with respect if they're a real person, place, or thing. Like the Italian suit, the shiny sharkskin suit filled with diarrhea in the White House. See, this is an open read, many subjects. That was a joke. It's for entertainment purposes. And I will treat even him with the utmost dignity because that was a joke. And I still have a constitutional right to free speech, and I'm going to use it. And no disrespect is intended because it's a joke towards bullies or narcissists, real or imagined, or anyone connected or focused on during this beautiful reading, like that joke I just told about the orange polished turd in the White House. The content shared here is based on publicly available information, and I research the feck out of everything I do thoroughly. The Tarot and Fairy Oracle reading is for your enjoyment, and the PSAs are to encourage thoughtful discussion because of the very creative way that I present those public service announcements to you about the specter of narcissism, which is a boil on the dingly-dangly parts of mankind. Always has been, always will be. So that I encourage thoughtful discussion in the comment section and provide awareness to you about the specter of narcissism and bullying in our current world situation. So this is the open read part because they're going to start a fire hose of blessings. Are you ready? Now, I'm going to hydrate so that I can get through this now. I suggest you hydrate now then. All I can say is, you told your squirrely people, you told them to take some responsibility for their jacked up life. They are an adult, allegedly, right? To take responsibility instead of being a bratty child. And their ignorance is not a defense or an excuse. Don't tell me they didn't know better. They spew and gibberish too. It was weird to watch. It's like, there's something wrong. You need rest. You haven't slept. You're well. It shows. They can't even form. Their mouth can't hold soap. It's futile. Like, thanks, but no thanks, but I can't sit here. Normally, when you can articulate, it's horrible to get through, but this is just intolerable. Nope. Thanks for clearing that crapola up, but I'm going on my way. Next time, use actual words, and I may or may not stick around for it. And they're pissed off because you're doing so well. Word salad and misdirection is what they're up to. These are red flags, though, for you've seen it all before. You're avoiding extremes. You're bringing in balance. They have secret crimes that they like to do stuff to you, their own little toxic perks, because they're squirrely, to sabotage you. Stay away from them. Divine restores. He is the God. The good in himself, the angels and ancestors. Then more protection. Prevents discovery. That would be them trying to discover a way to throw you off your square. They can't figure out how to do it. So, someone that you can escape or flee adversity and danger if you do what I'm telling you. Avoid them. Stay away. Keep away from them. Cleanse your heart. So once you feel ready, you can release the past, mourn, forgive those who did harm you, especially this one, so that you can move forward and move on free and clear. You do that for you. Bringing something to a close. Sheer madness vibrations. Your intuition serves you well, but only if you pay attention to it. Got it? You have the skills. And you do whatever this thing is. I keep telling you, it's working. It is. Drama with added devil toxicity. Stay away from them. Listen to me. You think pretty well on your feet. Go do that. Libra energy, either you or them. You got Libra in your chart, and they're just not jiving with it, not in balance. If you see, you just can't tolerate it. Consider where you're going. What are you journaling under the heading of long-term goals? Go do that. What are you taking on any level? Just one level. Help your higher self move toward all of those at a steady pace, at your own pace. And that doesn't mean juggling these tit mice. Tits. Tit mouse. But you got a very lucky vibration. It's really chopping their asses, their toxic behindies. And because you will always have money. It's because they don't. They're up in Peter to pay Paul right now. Competition in the workplace, some of you, but that's okay. I think it's something to do around a secret Santa or some kind of event, office party, Now, forgiveness is all about practicing love with emotion. Yeah, these are what you release, called resentment, so that the resentment doesn't block your desire. You release it. You don't want to block your desire to live from a true nature. In order to heal the resentment. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The power of choice. God's greatest gift to man and the cause of all suffering and the hope of immortality. That's the eternal inheritance. Now, the angels share the light vibrations all about you to heighten the strength of your meditations. They're helping you. Some of you to mend your broken heart. Self-care is important. I smell black cherry cola. Sweet, something sweet to enhance your communication skills. It's not just pretty words. You're backing it up with deep, intense, understanding the discipline of a relationship, since relationships are principal site for spiritual practice. I like that too. You get vast success in all areas of your blessed life. Your blessed life. This vibration offers protection by alleviating your stress. You move in the right direction. Still, you need to rethink what you are doing to make sure that it's still on task. The driving force behind you, it will reward you as you go forward. Your invitation lifts your love relationship out of the commonplace. Your love is uncommon. Of course it is. Transforming every bad circumstance into the path. Make use of life's large and small misfortunes to increase your faith and understanding, and not let bad events throw you off the path. Do not define yourself by just the bad things that happen to you in life. You have everlasting love. All through your healing process for some childhood enigma or dharma, you will feel a lot happier listening to yourself. Bully talks shit and you watch what happens. You're not having it. They were funny to watch, though. You must activate your third eye in meditation so that you can use these specific gifts hands-on. Making your way through your emotions, your ship comes in because you don't rock the boat. Oh, sex kitten vibration or an alley cat vibration. Sometimes it's a catty gossipy, family catty gossipy. Or a game of cat and mouse vibration. You move stealthily. Need for caution, magic is afoot. You don't want to spoil it because you're tapping into your intuition. Making your way. Expect to birth a project or a passion. Or a real baby appears. Poof, the magic baby. Oh, we love Poof the Magic Baby, don't we, collective? So they won't take accountability for their poor choices, and they want you to cut them some slack for this latest cock-up that they had with you. But Sylvanius over here in the crowd says you're cutting through deception, using the clarity of the truth, your inner truth, and speaking your truth. And you are creating cracks in your ideas about yourself because people projected stuff on you that's not you, and you're learning that you don't have to carry that anymore. What a relief. Now then, get the first one. Oh, well, it would help. Let's see. It looks a little light over here. How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well. Let's see, we got Two of Cups. That's right, Jen. See, Two of Cups. That's you going inward. You're becoming your soul material. You're becoming, while you are still in your meat suit, living here on earth, the chariot healing. That's you doing that. The moon healing through your intuition. Ace of Wands leading you to a new beginning that you deserve with the Justice card. It's as much as squirrely people have done to you, some of you, the family members, done this crap to your whole life, but done that to you. But you see this? Gravity works. All those heavy metal swords fall out, and they're not sticking in you anymore. You're light as a feather. You level up so that you healed yourself. I'm proud of you for that. Hidden influences at work. You have a sense of an unrevealed future. The mystery of wisdom is synchronicity. Being reasonable with yourself, patient with yourself, leads to tranquility and health and healing in your own skin, and a lot of good luck that you can share with others. Let's see what gets in. No more struggle. This is in the past. No more being separated from your inner child either. Yep. You're in the chariot, you and that child, inner child, are in that chariot having a time of your life, treating yourself really well. This is you healing yourself, treating yourself very, very well. Using your intuition in new ways to healing forward. Showing up for yourself is what this means too. And Ace of Wands. Bright new beginning, fire trine. Good ideas in Aries. You could be in Aries. Take those ideas, expand upon them in Sagittarius with the Jupiter influence, and then have the balls to actually make it happen as your Kundalini. Taking an idea in your head that's abstract and work it until it, in the blink of an eye, you manifest it to culmination. Boom! Can reach out and touch that idea. Work that idea. Make it so. Be so. And you get what it is you deserve, the justice you deserve from doing it this way. And beats the socks off of. So it's just you doing that to yourself. You learned how to take all those swords out of yourself. You did all that shadow work. You did all that healing. You did that to heal, to get a dialogue between you, your higher self, and your inner child, and your true self, most authentic self. You all were separated. Not anymore. And all of that, kind of having to grieve the loss of all of that stress because you're not doing it anymore. You don't miss it. There's no love lost for that energy that gets sucked out of you by you squirrely people. All the damn time. These never stop. They're ridiculous. Lady of Joy. What crosses you? Judgment. 9 of Cups, that's happy ending. Death card is closing down a toxic cycle, replacing it with being receptive to attract. You magnetized your soul with that Empress. And then some. The Empress and then the 9 of... the Empress plus the pre-Empress in the 9 of Pentacles. So that's my proof of you treating yourself really well, because the Empress in you knows it's wise to do that. More Pentacles, 3 more Pentacles. And then the Lady of Joy. Well, your energy is warmth, life, and nature collective. Patience and understanding. You use tranquility to quell adversity, and you clear out negativity. You magnetized your soul, and you've got your chakras in alignment, so that you're repelling. Your energy is repelling the negativity. Toxic one is incapable of feeling the level of shame. They don't have pockets deep enough to carry their shame. But behind any malignant narcissist is, to the listener, is this festering insecurity. If they can humiliate you and others for Christmas, then they will win. What exactly? What prize are they by being this way? Because nothing will ever fix this hot mess. They create chaos and drama. Oh, that's all they've ever. Some of you, these are Christmas. This is family, people, aunts, uncles, cousins. Your whole damn life, they're under a judgment. They can't destroy they can't shake you. It's really pissing them off, because look at all of the, they don't have anything close to that. and they know that you've detached, that you closed down this cycle with you, and it's infecting in a good way. Other people around you aren't putting up with their crap either. Some of you, this is not just like your family. It's your family at work. You're not putting up with the crap at Christmas that some people pull. Yeah, that make life hard on everybody. Now then, here you are, good fertile ideas, carrying them to fruition, making them, giving birth to them, and then some. The Empress and the pre-Empress is an awful lot. And then on top of that, embellishing upon making your life prettier, making your marriage prettier if you're already married. Some of you, this is spiritual awakening, bossing up, leveling up. Ooh, this is you doing it. And then top that off. You're the Lady of Joy. Rejoice. No more. You don't need to know you're in pain to know that you're alive. You don't need to be in pain to know that you're alive. There's other ways, constructive ways, to know that you are alive. This is the Lady of Joy. You find in joy in the simplest of life's pleasures because you want to enjoy it. You can't force yourself to enjoy something. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You found a little oasis pool of joy, and you're not just drinking the water, you dove in. You wanted it. You want joy. You want joy. Basis. Ooh, what is it? King of Wands. Eight of Swords reverse, so somebody's not trapped in their head because of your communication skills. Queen of Swords. Hierophant, because you work for the divine. The Magician. They've got you doing what you're supposed to be doing. Well done. And that's the challenge from the Proud. Tapping into your strength and courage. You are dealing with a squirrely one now. Ignorance is their ploy. They're playing dumb. Conceit is their calling card. Short-sightedness is their strength. They're obtuse on purpose and are playing up that lack of understanding. Toxic need to try and keep up. This is a manipulation. Are you shitting me? That is their new victim mentality. Oh, this is the new way they're going to play dumb, is to pretend to be stupid. That's playing dumb. And they won't take accountability. Lack of empathy, too, not just lack of understanding. See, this is them not turning his back on. You had to get yourself. He left. That king left you. That asshole king left you like that. You healed yourself, found your way out of being mistreated and such by this douche. Then 8, 9, 8. Out of those 8 swords, that last sword was stuck in your back, and you pulled it out. You had to heal from it. And see how it's pointing up to the sky? That's pointing up to the divine that you work for. That, unfortunately, you had to go through 9 miles of hell. And if you didn't do the work and all, you did beautifully. I'm so proud of you. You were never going to be able to level up to get out of this. Whatever this is for you, this is a collective reading. But because you're paying attention and doing what the divine needs you to do right now, instead of going around and around with them, wasting your time and your energy and sucking, you're not doing that. Everything's out on the table and you're telling them, I'm not doing that. And another reason why they're pissed off. And the challenge is for you to keep doing it like this from now on, going forward. You'll grow into it and do more things, but not going backwards. That's the challenge. not cutting them slack when they don't deserve it, not giving them gifts when they don't deserve it. You don't reward them for this. Elvin. Over the next 2 weeks, 5 of Swords, that's you defeating their crapola. Then we've got the 5 of Wands. You defeat them, they start fighting amongst themselves. The flying monkeys, all of them being shady. They're having nightmares. All they look at is what they've lost. And you're the Elven Knight. Again, it's pissing them off because you're taking action and your life is just magical. And theirs is like hell. You know, that Legend movie with Tom Cruise, Tim Curry was the scariest interpretation of of what that hell was, that he had that poor girl trapped with the with that with that gossamer dress that danced with her. I know, but that was a great fairy movie. It's called Legend. It's Tom Cruise when he was very young. And the girl from Ferris Bueller. Stay off, right? So you're defeating them. And you're smiling about it. You stole their crapola that they've usually been able to outmaneuver you with. You stole their weapons. They can't do it. They're bummed out. And these 2 swords are your connection to the divine. And the divine's connection to you and your higher self. This is them fighting amongst themselves and not learning a damn thing. This is them being shady. See the 2 swords? That's your connection to the divine, protected you from them pulling you into their... Because they couldn't pull you into all these swords. Because they couldn't do it. They get to see their nightmares coming true. Well, that ugly-ass bedspread is their toxicity that they keep getting karma for, and they don't like that. They hate that bedspread. And they keep only looking at what they've lost. And they get pissed off because if they don't claim these blessings, the universe just bypasses them, says okay, and goes and hands another blessing to you. They chose, but now they're going to say it's your fault that they didn't get that blessing. And how come you got that blessing? Because they didn't claim the blessing. So it goes to the next person who will claim it. It just so happened to be you. An Elven Knight. Ooh, taking action. That's like the Knight of Pentacles. That's you communicating with yourself in a different way, going inward. That's you communicating, really becoming your soul. You're becoming in your human form. Your energy-wise, you are becoming, living and breathing your soul material. And that's why I love you and I'm proud of you. You're not afraid to do the work. Well, the one for over the last one, that last one, this is a vibe that's carried for sexual love. We're all grown-ups here. Human beings need sexuality, but we're on YouTube, so you carry a vibe carried for sexual love. Patience in communicating your love. Temptation to love others very, very well. So this is what Crowns collected. 2 of Cups, seeing eye to eye with yourself. Again, learning to communicate with yourself. Embracing yourself, not running from it or shunning it. Integrating it. All of yourself. Unconditionally loving yourself. And before you know it, arrows of love. Being in love with your heart space, love of your life, means that you start loving your life instead of being afraid all the time. Because of your emotional intelligence and ability to communicate on all levels. Very strong, very good at it. And here we go, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. That's you becoming, it's an offer of love for yourself and learning how to communicate. Going inside deeper still, where you go in there and look at the growth you enjoy in it. You're enjoying doing this work. And then it helps you manage and juggle and put everything in the outside cold, cruel, weird world that we live in. Have some order. Depth of understanding is a rush. And your angels carry one's prayers up to God. What? Definitely in the future. Pan, that's Peter Pan. Tower card, tearing out what doesn't serve you, making plenty of room for the blessings you're claiming to grow, to expand. Page of Wands, that's the message of expansion, of you manifesting like you're a kid again. Devil reversed is your squirrely people getting ready to go through some stuff because they won't change. 5 of Pentacles for them. Oh yeah, they're emotionally destitute and loss. 7 of Pentacles, everything you invested in, your squirrely people, you didn't get anything. You learned to love yourself to victory. That's the 6 of Wands. And the Pan, that's you flying. You change walks hand in hand with impulsiveness. Many occurrences of life. Yet you take all things in stride. Peter Pan used to crow. He used to fly. This is you flying free. You did this. This is you tearing out what doesn't serve you. Parts of yourself that people said, well, your whole life, well, collective is blah, and here you're full grown, you're not that at all, but then you get together for the holidays and they glom all of this stuff back onto you. And they won't stop doing it. Because they won't stop doing it because you're an earth angel. They're getting karma. The more they go after you, the more, okay, we'll take more, go after collective. We've told you to leave collective alone. Then we will keep taking things away from you. The more that you're stubborn and you go after, we're going to take things away from you so that you go backwards. Toxic, squirrely butt nut. See, everything you invested in, you got nothing in return. And then, see the one at your feet? That's you claiming and loving yourself unconditionally and non-judgmentally, warts and all, and magnetizing your soul. And now you are becoming in your flesh. You are becoming your soul material, which enriches your health. Your whole life shapes up, I know that, to victory. Because you are a chosen one. You are chosen to be favored. You are God's favorite because even God loved Peter Pan. Right? Even God loves the fairy realm that serves the divine. They work hand in hand. In the place of hope in your environment, hope. The Queen of the Day. Okay, we got 6 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. Reminiscing from the past. Reset button, reminiscing, reconnecting with someone from childhood. See, someone from childhood you're able to talk to, even if it's sometimes they're a little cuckoo. eclectic. Queen of Wands, they're still strong. They're not like crazy or something. And they do love you. Queen of Cups and the Empress. Yeah, this is very, very strong influence of the divine feminine for coming into Christmas, accepting the inevitable and working on the malleable, those things that you can do something about. So we're coming into being receptive just in time for Christmas. Receptive to communicating, even though we don't know what the future holds, we're still gonna try to maturely communicate, even with our squirrely people, and probe until non-productive and then go on your way. Queen of Wands is what I mean. The divine feminine energies of Wands, that fiery of manifestation to culmination in the Queen of Love, because it's Christmas, it's the holidays. On top of that, the Empress, she's not pregnant. This is and then the baby that was in her in the other Empress card is like a 10-year-old kid that can articulate. My stomach hurts, I can walk, I can feed myself, I can. So see all that feminine energy, that divine feminine energy is the queen of the day, the queen of light. So radiating your wisdom and your receptivity and magnetizing your soul. Being receptive no matter what. A place of hope. And then, oh, what did those surround collective? What do they think of you, collective? Ooh, Knight of Cups. You very take action on being loving. Oh, Ace of Swords. Communicating your love. The Sun radiating your love on all levels. King of Cups. Being able to realize dreams. Ooh, and then the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, 10 out of 10. Then the Knight of Wands is emotionally, mentally, and physically balanced, grounded and centered and connected. And 5 of Cups, you're not crying over spilled milk about anything. You know you serve the divine, but those around you see completion and attainment for you. The end result of a lot of effort, they've been watching you, and you achieve attainment of your complete self-esteem in a different way. I mean, you've been doing really well showing up, and they know that, but you're doing it now in a different way, and you're capable of chill. They've waited for you to reach this milestone your whole life. Maybe you were a little twitchy before because they said you were. And now that you know that I've never been twitchy, just you've all said that I am not that. And so I don't have to accept you saying that to me as a full-grown ass adult, because I don't. But your loved ones want you to just please enjoy relaxing, because you deserve to enjoy. Not that you don't relax, but they don't see that you enjoy it. You are. Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Sun. 6 of Swords traveling. 10 of Pentacles. And that's why I love you. Toxic, being a blithering idiot on purpose to get pity. Wheel of Fortune, go do your Wheel of Fortune. Back it up with your Strength card. Let's see. You got a decision to make. The world's in your own oyster here. 2 of Wands. Going inward. And you pull so much light out and bring it to the surface. Ace of Cups. And then life fills your cup to overflowing, because you're the star and the hero's unconditional love. The toxic success for you, but their success is yet to be gained. And no one pities the fool, because they refuse to learn. Everyone's heard the same exact sort, only with different people, but the same circumstance. Everyone's tired of this. You're tired of doing this. Look, you're at the top of the wheel. You go do that. Enjoy. In a strong, intense way. It's a rush. World's your oyster. You have a decision to make as to what you're going to do next. And it'd be fun because you pull your source of energy from within is how you manifest and get all this done. And then you fill your cup to overflowing because you magnetized your soul because you're the star. And you've paid your dues to be that star. And here you represent being unconditional love for yourself. That's you being being this way for your sake. Hero for your own sake. And the returning. Sharing your prosperity. Well, it's going to be Christmas and Hanukkah and such. People in your livelihood seem very well pleased with any services that you render. And some of you, there's a means of travel and a means of advancement. Return the world, yes, you graduated. You're gonna boss up and level up some more. Go up in your spiritual ranking is what this is. Again, you're becoming your soul while you're still in a human form. You've evolved. Celebrate it. Enjoy it. 3 of Cups. So that you're unburdened, especially from your toxicity. People, places, things. Some of you going to have either a project or a real baby. And this is some of you going through a process of ascension. Returning to a sense of yourself that you haven't felt this vibration coming out of you for a long time. It's so pure. It feels so good. Now I'm going to tap in to the Holy Bible. We're tapping into the angelic realm. Don't you knock me over? See, it's going to have to close my eyes. Okay. Okay, I feel that. Are you ready? Ooh, I feel that. Woo! Thank you, Holy Spirit. The right hand of the Lord is exalted. The right hand of the Lord doeth valiantly. So he's pouring blessings over you, collective. I shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. We're doing that right now because we're using the living word in a Holy Bible divination. So the Lord hath chastened me sore, but he hath not given me over unto death. Okay, that means he sat you down and you had some kind of a talking to, but he didn't give you over to some kind of destructive permanent change, because that's what death would be in this. Well, good for you. The gate of the Lord into which the righteous shall enter. See? So you went to him, maybe you confessed a sin and you had to forgive yourself to get mercy. We can't give you mercy if you don't forgive yourself. I will praise thee, Lord. This is this channel 5 mirror throws a gift, it's to God's glory. For thou hast heard me and art become my salvation for all of us on this channel. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I like that. I like that. Now, between 3 and 4 in the blessed morning, I did Psalms 101. 1? 1011. I will sing of your love and justice. And you, O Lord, I will sing praise. So this love is wholly just, and his justice is entirely long, especially with your narcissist collective. Right now, your toxic people are having difficulties with stress, but you as the divine chosen one, you say, I will be careful to lead a blameless life. When will you come to me? Okay. For your squirrely people, sometimes these include 4 personality disorders like antisocial personality disorder. This is for educational purposes. Borderline personality disorder. Histrionic personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder. Folks diagnosed with any one of those disorders may have features of one or more of the others. So, under severe stress, these features become even more pronounced, collective, and I'm telling you, then stay away from them. And you say, I will walk in my house with a blameless heart. I will set before myself no vile thing. Resonates to describe your narcissistic abuser, your squirrely people. This psalm gives us an outline of the good starting point to cultivate a God-centered life, a spiritual-centered life for yourself some more. Now, let's look at the sociopath out there in the world, like Tiny Fist of Fury and Stephen Miller. Let's see, a psychopath or a malignant narcissist. Just like the others mentioned, sociopaths can become symptomatic when under pressure, and they can go off on you. This is for educational purposes, and I know this from experience. So David starts Psalm 101 by simply praising God for who he is, and David is worshiping him in perfect truth. He resolves that he will be deliberate in the exact way that he follows the Lord. So every human deals with anxiety and pressure and stress in their own way, but your bullies and toxic butt nuts take it to extremes. Hold on now. I have to hydrate or this ain't going to go very well. Did I say 8? I'm sorry. Hydrate. You hydrate now, you hear? Okay, you're going to love this one. This is one of my favorites. So, you think you know the story, the legend of Knockgrafton? The main character is Leshmore, a bit of a hunchback man who delights fairies by adding to their song. And he is rewarded by having his hump removed. This resonates for Moon in Pisces, a final testing. You're burning off karma from a past life, collective. Congratulations. But the truth is far older, and according to Carl Jung, much darker, and this character's fate was far too disturbing for run-of-the-mill fairy tales. So I changed it. Moon in Pisces. You're on the threshold to new levels of consciousness in your meditation that you do. I'm proud of you for doing that. Now then, a second selfish, vapid, vaingloriously narcissistic man. The second is mean-spirited Git, and he's a hunchback with an attitude, and his name is Jack Madden. He tries to get the same reward that Leshmore did, but he really He really pissed off the fairies and is punished by having Lushmore's original hump added to Jack Madden's own, and he's crushed under the weight of his own karma. Lushmore is so lovely, so good-natured for being a hunchback who was walking past a fairy mound. And he's pleased to hear the fairies inside singing Daily on the day mort, like Monday, Tuesday, that's Gaelic. He politely adds the words musically. The next day mentioned Agish day Kadeen, and he's completing the melody to the delight of those fairy women. Now the fairies are pleased about it. The fairies welcome him into the fairy hill, and they treat him as an honored guest, and as a reward for his musical skills and impeccably good manners, they remove his hump, and they give him a finery, a suit of new clothes. See, you get luck too, Moon in Pisces. This is a final time for you, collective, of a most difficult testing. To not engage or force it, to let it unfurl naturally, to let whatever it is, it's a passion. Just don't force it. That's all that means. Now Jack Madden's attempt. The second greedy hunchback. He was a tailor named Jack Madden. Hears about Lushmore's adventures and goes to claim similar rewards, intending to get his own hump removed, and he hopes perhaps he can get more gifts to hoard. For you, though, Moon in Pisces, for you the test, the temptation, to rest on your laurels, danger of forgetting your true goal in the darkness. Shine. Your goal in the darkness is very great, collective. Congratulations. Now when Jack hears the fairies singing their improvised singing, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he rudely interrupts and sings off key as he tries to add more days. Da Dardina, Auguste, Hina, Thursday, Friday. See? Which ruins the rhythm, embolics the melody, and it offends the fairies. The gifts of the little people. This is from Arne Thomas Uter. Well, they became so dad-burnt angry at his greed and lack of talent. They become very pissed off about his disrespect and his penchant for avarice and greed. His punishment is they placed Lushmore's removed hump onto Jack's back and left him with 2 humps for the price of 1. He was crushed to be unalive under the weight of it. Moon in Pisces, for you, you're asked to be careful. Yes, this is an understanding of narcissistic mirroring. It is a manipulative tactic used by Jack Madden, where he copied Lushmore's pattern to a T. Why didn't it work? He copies Lushmore's footsteps to the exact fairy mound. He wanted to create the same on your musical soulmate little fairies type vibration. And this charade or farce, why with his tin ear he sings off key and is really crappy at making up lyrics. So the fairy ladies, his vibe was so creepy to his victims. For you though, Moon in Pisces, for you, do not become prey to a toxic who wants to mess you up, to devour you if you fall prey to uncertainty. Now then, when the lame limerick fails or the fairies saw through his bollocks, the fairy victims see through the facade. The narcissist experienced blowback, often leading to the fairy's devaluation. What did the fairy women care about being devalued? They did not care in the least. Feck him, give him both humps to carry as a punishment. You get Moon in Pisces, unconscious aspect of the feminine. Changeable, moist, shadowy, seductive you, collective. You possess an eerie attraction. Who am I reading for? Everything appears mysterious. Who am I reading for right now, collective? You are bewitching. You're bewitching. Now, the fairy started to feel a sense of unease, or something ain't right with Jack. When inconsistencies in adding to the song fell flat, the connection is a facade. Jack's interests were too identical to Lushmore, and it's framed as his own right to have his hump removed. He was demanding it. And he wanted a new suit of clothing. You get Moon in Pisces. Only when you pass through a gateway will this new part of your life arise. That you've been what you asked. You prayed for it. Jack couldn't sustain a sweet disposition like Lushmore could forever. The fairies challenged his false identity. The mirror got distorted by elf shot up his keister too for his trouble. He experienced the fairies' rejection. He had two humps to carry, a burden. He had an emotional response he could not handle, leading to an angry, spiteful reaction. He turned on the fairies. He belittled their traits of singing. He told them they were awful. He once gushed over them. Then he accused the fairies of being the problem. Well, then they don't give a feck, and boy, did they get him. Anyone who wished to be a person who deals with areas of toxic ignorance, or you're in a toxic codependency in a relationship, ultimately he got what he deserved, using this key manipulation to highlight the fairy's journey from feeling special. Engaging in Lushmore was fabulously rewarding for the fairies. They loved him. But Jack? The fairies felt violated and confused and then pissed off at Jack. Now you get, only through direct experience, you get to know their narcissism or their bullying ways so that you can protect yourself. Veils of illusion yield to the light as you see as reality, and you can see when they're trying to do stuff to you. It was creepy to Lushmore too. Jack started copying Lushmore's way of speaking. He even used phrases that Lushmore used to create a melody that the fairies would adore, and the mask slips and Jack gets two humps for his trouble. I like that one. Why do you get a load of tomorrows? Oh my goodness. Well, for me, that's pretty gosh darn good, collective. No. I thank you for creating a magical space with me. We're growing this. Isn't it? It's magical in here. And I am so grateful. I love you guys so much. I love you. I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. Oh, well, let's go. I love you guys. So I can say bye-bye. And thank you for helping me grow this channel. But you got there, and you have a really great day.